earlier video, some of you may heard that I also got a Porsche 918 Spyder in Singapore. The 918 is obviously one of the more collectible Porsche in the present time. So when this 718 came about, so I thought it may be a good idea that I collect this 718 as well. It is also a Spyder version of it. So 718, 918, so it rhymed together quite well. The launch color is basically in silver, red interior, and the red wood path, very classic looking. Actually, I love the color because my 918 is a gray or silver equivalent. Okay, so, but then after weeks of thinking, I decided to go for the extreme. So I chose the yellow because I need a black roof. Okay, this comes with a soft top, canvas roof, black in color. So I decided to go black roof, more durable. I mean, if I'm going to use this car more regularly, I want something that is more lasting, so it wouldn't get dirty so fast. So with the with the black and yellow, it's more contrasting. So if you come over to look at the car, the interior, okay, so this is a specification that I went for with the yellow dash, or rather the trim, and also yellow stitches on the seat. Okay, there is basically a theme of yellow in the whole car. All right, even the meter is yellow in color as well. Okay, and come with carbon seats. It's something that looking more sporty. The rim, standard silver rim, because you're going to pay a lot more for ceramic brake. This car has got 414 bhp, I think, and 309 Newton meter of torque. By any standard, it's a very powerful car. Powerful car with the manual gearbox, so I guess plenty of fun to go on this car.
Is this a Boxster or Cayman? Well, all you need to know, it has a 6-cylinder and 6-speed manual gearbox. So the performance of this car, the first word that came to my mind is smooth. Why? The engine is just fantastic. The engine, the clutch, so much better than the 911R that I have, that is based on the GT3. And on the 911R, the engine is much louder, the clutch is harder, but this is just totally different. And the next thing is the feel of this car. The feel of this car, again, makes you very confident. Why? The suspension. The suspension is good. It's stiff, but it's gentle. You know, it's when you go on a high speed, it's firm. When you go on low speed, when there's a hump and there's a bump, it's okay. It goes through like smooth as butter. And all this, the smoothness of the engine, the good suspension, makes you feel confident. When confident equals speed. This car is so fast that I personally raced with a 911 GTS. It couldn't catch up. The engine is actually based on the 992 911 car. So it's much smoother, better, more efficient compared to the previous 991. So what is the only complaint I have about this car? Frankly, it's the exhaust. It's just not loud enough, frankly. It's only loud when it's idle or it's below 3000 RPM. But above more than that, it's just quiet. For example, yeah, you can hear. Yeah, after that, it's just that it's not getting louder or not exciting. So will I change? Yes, maybe. We'll see what are the options in the market. So, convertible, why we like it so much? Well, back then, these kind of cars I think was actually stupid because Malaysia is really hot and I don't really like it. But now I begin to enjoy it. Why? When it's cooling, when it's night, it's nicer to drive, it's cooler. That's why we chose the convertible, and that's it. Sun is out and it's a bit hot, so I'm gonna put back the roof, and I'll teach you how you guys do it. So you gotta take out this thing. Oh, take the roof top. It's a bit heavy. Close this thing, and you have to clip it back. I know it's a bit stupid, but apparently it saves weight. Who the f cycles in the middle of the sun? So, the roof is done. Let's do launch control. So for manual car, traction control off. Okay, first gear, and rooftop is back up. Any difference? Yes, obviously, much more quieter. The roof is actually still a piece of canvas on top. So yes, it has a bit of wind noise and everything, but it's actually still bearable. Compared to the Project 7 that I have, it's same as canvas, but so much louder. Even you're traveling at 60 kilometers, any motorbike going by, car, wind noise, you can hear every single thing. But this is still good. I even drove this at 270 kilometers per hour, and it's still okay. You know, yes, a bit of wind sound, but as I said, bearable. See, back then when Boxster or Cayman came out, a lot of Porsche enthusiasts don't really like it. Why? They think it's a air stewardess Porsche, they think it's a poor man's Porsche. But when this came out, everything changed. Why? Like I said before, 6-cylinder, 6-speed manual gearbox. But the feel is as if you're driving a real classic Porsche, the 911 SC. It was small, confined, compact, raw, 200 horsepower, manual gearbox. So you could feel like you're using every single power from that car. And this is the answer to that. That's why every Porsche enthusiast or 911 lovers like it so much. And this is basically the start of the acceptance of 718 or the Spyder or the Boxster. So that was a comparison of this 718 with the old 911. But how does it compare with the modern ones? Good thing I brought it. This is my 2015 991.1 Targa 4S. So comparing the 718 Spyder with the modern 911, what's the difference? Well, modern 911 is definitely heavier, bigger, and more bulkier, I would say. It felt more engagement with the driver. That's why the Porsche enthusiasts liked it so much. So if you have a Carrera S or the 4S, you will sacrifice a lot of things called the feel of the car. I can't really explain to you through the video, but you don't feel much of the road, you don't feel much of the car, you don't feel like you're using all the horsepower of the car. Like I said, if you're in the classic Porsche, you will understand. In the 718, you understand. On the first gear, you step on it, you feel the power is getting used up. Yes, this still is my favorite car to drive on a Sunday drive or long distance drive. So would I choose the 718 Spyder or this? Hard to say. Well, 718 Spyder is manual, so if it's traffic jam, my leg will break. But this one is auto, it's more comfortable, it's just cruising. Both have different purpose for its usage. One is, yes, really drive on the road, hardcore. The other one is just more cruise with the rooftop down, obviously. So I can't choose, as always. I can't choose which one of the cars that I like.